feels like there's some type of tension between like your outward facing life and your inward facing life. Let's get into it, Sagittarius. Hey friends, welcome to Truthfully Tarot. My name is Niche, and if you're watching, it's because you want to know the truth. So let's get into it. All right, Sagittarius placements. Those who have strong Sagittarius energy. I'm going to pull from my astrology deck first. Because astrology really deals with a lot of archetypes and themes and just kind of like an overview energy. And so for the month of July, for my Sagittarius, I want to pull a card and just kind of see what Spirit is saying, kind of like the theme for July is going to be for a lot of my Sagittarius placements. So kind of the energy that I get for you guys, for my Sagittarius is for the month of July, is this pull between the home and being at home and dealing with like even family issues or relationships regarding family and like your broader social circles and how you're showing up in the world and the type of advances that you're making in your community or networking. It almost feels like there is a little bit of tension between like, I don't even want to say home and work, but just like home and like networking opportunities, or home and community events, or being at home, or dealing with family issues, or dealing with like, and even if it's not family issues, it's like personal issues, things that the public and people can't really see unless they know you very personally. Because the fourth house is not just home, it's the lowest part of the chart. It's the hidden part of the chart. The top of the circle, which represents the outward facing part of life, and then you have the lower part of the circle, which represents like the hidden aspects of your life. And the fourth house is a part of the hidden aspects of your life. So it feels like there is some tension between what is happening in the more hidden parts of your life and then the parts of your life that people are seeing. And it feels like it could be actually causing a little bit of stress and anxiety for some of my Sagittariuses or Sagittarius placements. It's almost like there are things that are happening beneath the surface of your life that your friends, your circles, and your community don't know about. It's like you are presenting one way to people in your life, meanwhile there's a whole other thing happening in your life that a lot of people don't know about. Is the energy that it's giving, and it could be some type of tension there, meaning like if you're like blowing up in your life, your like outward life, like work opportunity, networks, community, being invited out, hanging out with lots of friends, but when you come home, you're really sad, you're really like hurt or depressed, or like you're really struggling with something, or like you feel like you want to pay attention to what's happening in your internal space, in your life, like what's happening beneath the surface, or really like navigating family stuff, but like, so you're like neglecting all of these social responsibilities or networking. It just feels like there's some type of tension between like your outward facing life and your inward facing life. Let's get into it, Sagittarius. Jeez. In the month of July anyway, it seems like that comes to a point of emphasis in the month of July. So crazy. The card that comes out is the Five of Wands, which clearly looks like challenge. Fives in general are about change, but in particular, this is about like the five of Wands is about a difference of opinion. It's about, could be competition, but it's also just like conflict, like feeling like a deep sense of conflict in your life. Or July just kind of highlights like a lot of conflict that may be happening internally or externally, either in the home life or amongst your friends and community and outward life, it seems like. And I was picking, and I mean, I said it before this card even came out, but I was picking on it, like it's picking up on it. It seems like there's like a conflict. It feels like also there's something that's like hidden about what's like, it's, I'm like trying to like find the language for it, Sagittarius, sorry. I'm trying to find the language for it, but it feels like there is like something hidden in your life that's causing conflict. It's like causing confusion. It's causing like a lack of clarity. It's causing this sense of, I don't know what to do about this. I don't know how to navigate this. And a lot of people don't know about it. Or maybe there's something that a lot of people know about and it's causing you conflict in your personal life. Let's go in a little bit deeper. July, you know what? Truthfully Tarot, it's not all roses around here, but we love it when it is. But I also want to equip you and support you in what you may be going through. King of Wands reverse, which is Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, it's fire energy. The King of Wands reversed is someone who is almost suppressing their desire to want to do something. It's like the King of Wands is like, or unmotivated or uninspired, or, you know, it feels like whatever this conflict is that you're dealing with is really affecting your like motivation and maybe even your morale in the month of July. So what do we do with this? How do we? Okay. Interesting. And then we have the Knight of Wands reversed as well. So we have like all of this, like we have our five of, and again, this is a lot of fire energy. So then we have two very intentional and active cards in reverse. So it feels like while there may be some conflict happening in your life, it feels like you're not acting on it or you're not doing anything about it. It's just kind of, it feels like it kind of has you in this like internal kind of like not passive, but it has you very inactive. Like whatever this conflict is between what's happening in your outward life and what's happening in your internal life or whatever is causing you to be very internal. It's causing you to be very like not active. Like you're not doing a lot. You're just kind of like sitting with all of this energy here. So Spirit, how do we get Sag out of this energy? What needs to happen to get Sag out of this this energy? Okay. Interesting. So this is for a very small group of you watching this. It could be something to do with a mom or a mother or maternal figure of some sort. That could be for some of you guys who are maybe dealing with some like stuff with family or home. It could be around a mother figure that is causing a lot of conflict in your life, or just causing a lot of not unease, but just like there could be just an issue with mom here, and or with a mother or maternal or an older woman. Some type of issue with an older woman as well is coming through. That could be causing like a lot of confusion. That could be causing like a lot of like stress and conflict. It's like being tied to something. But like wanting to have options, wanting to be like, it almost feels like there's this desire to want to be free of the thing that has you captive. It could or cannot be related to an older woman or a mother type figure or a motherly figure or something like that. And again, this doesn't necessarily have to be exclusively tied to that. It may only apply to a few amount of people. I have some more cards that I'm going to get into. This is kind of like a deep reading. I was not expecting this. But yeah, it feels like there's a lot of confusion around an older woman. That could be causing like a lot of confusion, and this person could be connected to your outward life and your inner life. It's like there's a secret because the moon is here, so something is hidden, something is secret, but because it has to do with like personal life as well, it's somehow connected to like your network or your community or your people, and for whatever reason, it's like there's a need for clarity. There's a need for there is a need for clarity. There's a need for clarity here because this energy has this conflict, this internal conflict has like very stagnant energy attached to it. It has very regressive energy attached to it. And it feels like the secret that you're keeping or this hidden aspect of your life is causing you to like dim a little bit. And maybe you realize it, maybe you don't, but there is a need for clarity. There is a need for this sense of courage, because for all this fire energy to be reversed, it's like there needs to be courage. There needs to be like truth. There needs to be honesty. There needs to be like action. There needs to be something done about this confusion, like not just sitting in it, not just sitting in the conflict, not just sitting in the confusion, not just being torn. It's like there needs to be some action that needs to happen to like move and shift this energy. And it could just be confusion about what to do with this woman, this older woman, or this mother figure as well. Again, very, very specific thing. On another end, that could or could not be related to a woman, there just seems to be something that is, there seems to be like a hiddenness or a secret that's burdening. And it's like the way to unburden yourself is to communicate this information, whatever it is. This secret, this hidden thing, this subconscious attachment. I don't even know. It's very, even this read feels confusing. So it feels like a lot of my Sagittarius in July, you're dealing with a lot of confusion, dealing with a lot of conflict, a lot of muddled energy. It feels like your energy is a bit muddled and you're trying to like stay above water. You're like trying to like make sense of it all. You're like trying to like move through it, but it's kind of weighing on you. It's kind of heavy a little bit. Yeah, and it could be that if there is some stuff going on in the home front and there is some like secrets that feel like they're heavy on you in the month of July, that getting into community is what's going to help it. Talking to people, making new friends, introducing yourself to different people and to new people. It feels like that could be a way with the fourth house and community card out here. It feels like expanding your network, meeting new people, doing something different, getting out of your typical routine. It feels like breaking free of what you typically do could help kind of move some of this stagnant energy and provide some type of clarity. Because whatever this is, like this moon energy, which again can represent our subconscious desires, what's happening beneath the surface, our emotions, our feelings, our fear, our shadow self. It also represents something that's not being seen clearly, or what you perceive a situation to be isn't what it actually is. Like there's a certain level of like hiddenness that's present. And it feels like the way to kind of move through this energy is by bringing it to the surface and talking about it and discussing it. And if not talking about it and discussing it, like acting on something, Very, very interesting energy. And then we have the Strength and the Wheel of Fortune here, which is about self-control, which is about internal control. It's about being able to navigate your desires. It's about being able to have discipline and self-control. And the Wheel of Fortune is about divine timing, but karma. It's about karma as well. And so it feels like there is a need. If this reading, I don't know if I'm going to post this reading. This is very interesting energy. It feels like, Sagittarius, that there is a need for you to have strength and to be strong. To be strong and to trust yourself. To trust your intuition. To trust what you know to be true deep down. That's it. Okay, that's it. Okay. Whew, I feel like I was wading through the fucking murky waters there. Okay, got it. It feels like, Sagittarius, you need to trust yourself. You need to trust spirit. You need to trust in a higher power. If you don't believe in anything, you just need to trust yourself. There is a deep need for you to listen to your intuition, to listen to what you know to be true deep down and act on it. To act on it. It feels like you have been in a very passive energy, a very like, c'est la vie, I'm just letting it happen. I'm not gonna like go against the flow, which is very not like fire energy, right? But it feels like you know what you need to do, but for whatever reason, you've been avoiding doing it. It's like you know the truth about a situation, you know the truth about a circumstance, you know the truth about a person, you know the truth actually, but you haven't been acting on it. And it feels like the way to get out of this energy, the way to move this energy is to act on your intuition, to act on what you know to be true, to act on what your intuition is telling you. and to maybe not engage with this woman if it's connected to this woman, or to not engage with this person or this situation or this circumstance, to have self-control, because it'll get better with time, but you have to like stop engaging it because it's causing a lot of confusion. It's causing a lot of like internal pressure that doesn't have to be there, right? A lot of internal conflicts. Should I give this another chance? Should I not? Should I engage? Should I not? Should I make new friends? Should I not? Should I date? Should I not? Should I? It's like there's this very like back and forth conflicted energy, and it's because of, it feels like an attachment that it doesn't feel healthy with the Empress in reverse. It doesn't feel like a good attachment, but it feels probably very comfortable and very familiar. But there is a need for self-control. And there is a need to listen to your intuition. And there is a need to have courage and to act, because that's not the energy you've been in. Wow. What's some good things coming to Sagittarius? Because that was a lot. That was a lot. What's some good things coming to Sagittarius in July? What the hell? Being more selfish. Being more selfish. And you know, I wouldn't usually say that, but it feels like in July, you become way more selfish, and that's good. Like, you stop caring about what other people think. You stop caring about what this other person thinks. You stop caring about whatever else other people are doing, and you really just focus on yourself. You really just focus on your life. You really just focus on the things that bring you happiness and bring you joy. And that's how you get out of this stuck energy. That's how you kind of like release some of this confusion. Like, the good thing is you being more selfish. The good thing is you focusing on you, and you really not concerning yourself with how other people are, what other people are wanting from you. Feels like you realizing, like knowing deep down something is true, or that you need to act or do something, and you do it. And that produces a really good result for you in July, because it feels like there's just like a lot of heaviness around you, a lot of confusion around you in a particular situation. And it's like there's something that has been happening beneath the surface that a lot of people don't know about in your life, it feels like. And you being more selfish and you focusing on you feels like a very good thing to do in July. Anything else? Good things for Sagittarius. Good things for my Sagittarius, because I was like, what the hell is going on with my Sagittarius? Is creative pursuits is really good. Focusing on some type of artistic project is really good in July for my Sagittarius. Okay. And it feels like, Sagittarius, you're getting over some type of ending, and a new opportunity presents itself for you in July. It's like there was some type of painful ending, or some type of just not what you wanted, like an ending of a relationship, and you didn't want it. But it feels like a good thing that happened is like the new opportunity that comes from that. It feels like there's a new opportunity that comes from that. Is it the same or different? Let's see. Is it like a regeneration of something that died or ended, or is it something completely new? Is it something completely new, or is it something? Okay, so it feels like something that so it feels like there's something that ended, but there's a new opportunity. And for some of you guys, it's a completely new opportunity that comes because something has ended. That's really good in July. For some of you, it's something that ended a certain cycle, a certain way of being with this circumstance or situation, and then a regeneration or renewal of that comes up in July, which is really good. Because it's like something that previously there wasn't a lot of investment in. There's like a realization that happens, like, oh, I actually do want to give to this. Oh, I actually do think this could be a good situation or circumstance or person or whatever. I actually feel like this could be really good. But before, like, there wasn't any investment in it. There wasn't any like giving toward it, but there's a realization that happens and like a new opportunity that comes out of it. So yeah, Sag, that was a lot, but it feels like there is some good things that happen when you put yourself first. Good things happen when you listen to your intuition. Good things happen when you let go of some type of like hidden secret-ish thingy. You bring it to the light, especially with the sun coming out. And then also like maybe investing in something that comes back around, or you feel like it's coming back around and you're like, oh, I actually want to invest in it. Or a situation that has ended and you're like, oh, actually, I think I should invest in this. Or something ends and something completely new comes up, and where you previously wouldn't have invested in something like this, you're like, no, I actually need to change it up, and I do need to put my energy here. And it's a good thing to put your energy into that. All right, Sagittarius, I hope that resonated with you. Oh my God, it felt very specific, and I felt like I had to like wade through some energy to find out what the cards were trying to tell me. But if any of that resonated with you, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all the things. I'll see you soon, Sagittarius.